Hey guys, and welcome to Pheas Airsoft, where today I'm going to do an unbox, test and review of this OneTigris padded patrol belt. Hey guys, and welcome back. If you do enjoy this content today, please do consider liking, commenting and subscribing. Those interactions help the channel get seen by the YouTube algorithms and help the channel grow. If you want to support the channel a little bit more, the join button down below will take you to channel memberships, 99p a month, totally optional, really appreciated. Pheas merch is also now for sale at pheasmerch.co.uk. Use the Linktree link down below to go and visit the store and have a look at what's there. We ship all over the world. And last but not least, the Linktree link that is down in the description will take you to all of my socials, my merch store and my Discord, which if you're not part of that, and you're not part of the community that's on there, you should definitely come along and join us. So, start off by saying massive thanks to OneTigris for sending me a selection of their products to try out. So they sent me this Molly padded patrol belt. They sent me their adjustable holster as well, and a chest rig as well, which I'm really looking forward to trying out. So in this video, we're going to focus on the padded patrol belt. So I'm going to take this out, and I do like sort of the theme that this is going with in terms of like the chest rig, holster on my hip, the padded belt. Now that is... initially, it's a bit lighter than I was expecting it to be honest. I don't know why I thought it was heavy. It's actually quite light. Now I'm opening that up, and that is a hell of a lot of mole on there. So you have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In fact, they're on 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Excuse me. Oh, see, it's gone to 3s now. So you got 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, so that's 16, and then 2 lots of 3. So you've got 22 mole loops there to mount all manner of accessories and things like that. Now, when I was looking this up online before I sort of started this initial part, I have seen that they're about £28 online. That's from Amazon in the UK. They come in medium and large sizes, and I could just see them in black and tan colours at that time. Now, what those pictures generally didn't show is these loops on the top here, and it was one of the only things I was going to level against them as being a criticism, is that it didn't have sort of D-rings to mount a harness on. Now, having opened this up and seen that there are actual loops on there, that is absolutely fantastic. That means you can get a harness of some variety, a yoke, whatever, and you can mount it through these mounting points, the 4 mounting points. And it means then that this belt, not only is it comfortable and padded in itself and more than capable of carrying the weight, but the weight load is shared between your hips, obviously carrying the belt, and your shoulders as well. So it just makes it a little bit more carryable, particularly if you're going to put everything on your belt kit, which I typically run just a belt kit and nothing else. So this, for me, having those loops on there, it is fantastic, and I don't think the Amazon pictures showed that at all, or definitely not particularly well. So if I roll it over slightly, you can access the underside. You can see the thick belt underneath, and this one does say under there that it's a large. I am built for comfort and not for speed. You can't access the middle part of it, but you can access this end, and as you can see there is a hell of a lot of adjustment space in that, where it can go extremely large, meaning that it can accommodate, pretty much some of the biggest players as well if you need it, and this is the particular large one. So the mole itself looks absolutely fantastic and solid. The amount of stitching that's going into there, this is not going to sort of break all of a sudden, or at least wouldn't expect it to, and I'm looking forward to testing it out thoroughly. To adjust the belt itself, we have got a Velcro strap, which again I think is absolutely genius, that keeps the belt locked in place. Now, my current belt kit does not have that feature, and at times the belt will move, and I find that annoying that it moves, and the buckle can be in an awkward place, and I'll end up squatting down, crouching down somewhere, and it will be digging in because it's moved into an awkward place. The fact that those Velcro panels are there to lock it down in place are massively helpful. So to adjust the belt, you open the end with the adjustment piece, which is this side, and it's just a case of, like any other buckle, you're just feeding it through and adjusting it. And I can move this. This is just an elastic band down here, allowing me to wiggle the buckle out and adjust it to my desired length. Once I'm happy with it, I can just lock it back down again. It's locked down at this end. Again, what I can do is I can open this side up and I can take the slack through from that end, which means then I can equalize it back out. So I'm not going to end up, I can always keep the buckle in the middle if I want, or I can move it to one side. Again, a great feature, and it's going to stay there. The padding is surprisingly deep. It doesn't look, at first inspection, doesn't look that deep, but there is a good amount of depth in that foam padding in there. And with it being vented like this, it means even when we're getting warm, when we're running around and things like that, you know, any moisture that is absorbed is going to sort of wick away and evaporate away, and it's going to dry out fairly quickly, even on wet days with rain and things like that. The buckle itself, absolutely rock solid, and I am literally towing my rag out to try and separate that, and it is solid, it's not going anywhere. And to split it, it's a triple locking point, so you've got a locking point here, and a locking point here. So depress and squeeze, and it comes apart. Otherwise, it's just not separating without clicking that apart. Now, I am genuinely looking forward to getting this built up with the holster. I'll chuck a dump pouch on the side as well, and the chest rig that they've sent, and running it as a loadout. I'm going to get some pictures of it in use as well, and I'm going to run it with a few different bits and pieces on, and I'm really looking forward to testing that out. So I will be back in a moment, show you some of those pictures and some footage, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. So, back from the testing it out and playing a day at AMS No Man's Land in Barnsley, South Yorkshire, where the belt, the holster and the chest rig featured as my main kit for the day, for all but one game at the end of the day. And do you know what? The belt just absolutely soldiered on all the way through it. The padding was lovely. It's moderately warm for the UK. So, you know, expecting to sort of sweat a lot and did, I suppose, but the belt wasn't a burden. You know, even running it without sort of like a harness on it, it wasn't a burden in terms of pressure points. It wasn't causing undue sweating around where it sat, and it sat really nicely. The fact that I could adjust it and then using the little Velcro straps to secure it down meant that it didn't adjust all day. You know, it stayed exactly as I had left it, and found it really, really comfortable. Now, I sort of didn't want to pull apart my other belt kit too much, so I found sort of enough spare mag pouches to put on to make this usable for the day. And do you know what? It took everything, and there is still bags on there. So at the minute, I've got 2 mag pouches there. I've still got 3 blocks of 2 molle there. I've got a further molle there. I've then got another 2 this side of the holster, then the holster itself, and then another 4 banks of molle. So the amount of room that you've got on there for mounting accessories is absolutely just ridiculous how much is on there. Just a fantastic piece of kit. My main belt kit does require a new belt because the core that I've built it on is starting to fall apart. this is definitely going to be going underneath all of that now, and it's all going to be built up onto this because I've been so impressed with it. As you can see, little bits of muckiness and things. It's been rubbed on trees. It's been sort of dragged across the dusty floor in a dusty car park, and still looks great. And it's dealt with the rigours of a full day's sort of quite aggressive play all day. Quite a few times I've got caught on trees on either the holster, the belt, or the chest riggers, really been ragged at, to be honest. And all three of them have done really, really well at holding up against what I'd call my regular airsoft abuse. I've had a lot of other kit that's not lasted that well. So I want to say massive thank you to OneTigris for sending me this belt. I have thoroughly enjoyed using it and trying it out, and I didn't realise how much I needed a new belt until I've tried this out. So I really appreciate them sending that out to me. Please do remember to like, comment and subscribe, and use the Linktree link down below to visit all of my socials and everything. And I will see you next time. Bye.